With the stock market continuing to suffer deep losses, new polling finds a majority of Americans think President Trump's economic policies have been unsteady since taking office. A new Reuters Ipsos poll finds 57% of Americans, including 1 in 3 Republicans, believe the president is being too erratic in his moves to shake up the U.S. economy. The poll also found just 44% approve of Trump's job performance so far. That number is unchanged from last month. Joining us now for our political panel to end the week, Democratic strategist Joel Payne and Republican strategist Matt Gorman. Joel, first to you. We started the show talking government funding. We're going to end Friday talking government funding. Unclear that a shutdown will be averted. But what do you make of the way that Democrats have gone about this? First saying we're absolutely going to fight this, and then Schumer coming through and saying I'm going to vote for cloture, not the bill, but I'll allow effectively this bill to move forward.
Yeah, I mean, it's a dated model. I mean, look at this phone, right? You know, this phone is a next generation phone. You can't have this 2025 politics that we're in kind of with old generation tactics. You can't fight tactics? You can't fight with flip phone tactics. And honestly, I think that's what the base feels like. That's what the grassroots feels like Chuck Schumer and Democrats have done. Also, you have to make a choice. Are you going to fight or are you going to be compliant? And I do think that many in the Democratic Party, they're searching for a strategy. They're also searching for some sense that Democrats understand the fight that we're in right now.
Look through the Republican lens on this. I think many people thought that Mike Johnson was going to have the most problem children. He, of course, got a big boost from President Trump.
Yeah.
But what does this look like, the way that you're watching Democrats handle this from a Republican perspective?
Well, two things. You're right. Their whole strategy boiled down to hope Mike Johnson can't pass the bill. He passed the bill, and they just kind of looked around and what do we do now, right? And that's when the dynamic shifted, and we felt very confident. I see resemblance. No, they're nowhere near where our party is now, because we've been at this for almost 15, 20 years now, where there isn't as much top-down leadership in the House, if there is any, right?
Certainly with McConnell gone.
Absolutely. But with Pelosi gone, Biden gone, the old guard is gone among the Democrats, and that top-down leadership isn't there anymore. Democrats, like Republicans have been for quite a while now, far more willing and even eager to defy the leaders, especially in the House and a little bit in the Senate, too.
Such a generational disconnect. I mean, you've got folks like Chuck Schumer, who's my old boss, Harry Reid. He's his generation. But let me just say this.
You know what it is to be in the leadership office.
That's right. I don't think Harry Reid would have done this fight the way Chuck Schumer did it, mostly because setting the expectations for your caucus and also for your grassroots. You needed to decide 2 months ago whether you were going to fight on this. This fight was lost this week.
Yes.
And I just think that you're going to see a lot of frustration bubble up from the grassroots of the Democratic Party. And I think it was somewhat preventable.
I agree. In the conversations that I've had with lawmakers, I think many wished that there was a plan earlier. I only just started hearing House Democrats really applying pressure on this at the start of this week. And now, of course, they are voicing their disappointment with Schumer. I think that's going to be a story with a long tail. But on the other side of the aisle, the thing vexing Republicans is going home to these kinds of town halls that we saw from Chuck Edwards and others in past weeks, having to defend on DOGE, on tariffs, specifically on the tariffs front. How do you defend that?
Well, the town halls don't worry me as much. Like, that's not the median voter yelling about Ukraine, number one. But broadly, right, the Republicans need to be able to tell a story on the economy. This is what I think trapped Democrats with inflation. It was all spin. How can we get to the next week and then the next week and the next week? That's how it became transitory, corporations, shrinkflation, right? There's always an excuse.
Yeah.
Republicans they're not doing that. But they need to tell something broader. They need to tell a story about what is this actually going to do? Why is this happening, right? Why is tariffs, even though, as Trump would call it, Republicans, a disturbance in the market, why will it ultimately be a good thing? They haven't done that yet. They need to start doing that, because that will not only calm the public with polls like you just saw, but calm members, too. And that's a real fear, too. Members get jittery.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can talk about the campaign side politics of this, even though it's so far off in the future. But, Joel, I had Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal on earlier this week, who said she thinks there's a big opening now on the economy. Dems have swung and missed at this issue before. But is there an opportunity in tariff storytelling now?
Absolutely. I would disagree with my friend Matt right here. I think that, Republicans are at their peril if they ignore the clear energy that's out there from the grassroots. And not just grassroots Democrats.
Yeah, they're grassroots Democrats.
Yeah, I mean, okay, you can say that. And look, you used to work for the NRCC, right?
Yeah.
I want you to go advise your buddies at the NRCC right now. Go run a bunch of campaigns on what Elon Musk and Republicans are doing. Go tell them to spend a bunch of money on Elon Musk taking a chainsaw to the federal budget. You wouldn't, because it's not popular, and I don't think it's going to wear well for Republicans. And I think that's what the Congresswoman was suggesting to you. And I can tell you, Democrats feel like Republicans really don't have an exit ramp for now what? To what end? What do you want to do now that Elon Musk has taken a chainsaw to the budget? What's the long-term plan? I don't think there is.
The difference is when we were in the 2018 in the House with healthcare reform, there's those ads and those things were against that person. Elon Musk isn't on the ballot. So that's why his approval rating can be in the toilet all you want.
And yet, there is the Wisconsin Supreme Court upcoming election in April. And this is, I think, the first litmus test of, is it efficient to try to tie Musk to all Republicans? He is funding various PACs in that race. Or do people not make the connection?
I think what's unique about that, though, is because also Republicans are using Soros in there. In a March election or April election, in an off year, you need those bigger boogeymen to try and scare the other party in.
Yeah.
When you're actually having a member of Congress on the ballot, it is a different dynamic in a midterm year, or even later this year when you have the governor's races in a couple states.
So the Musk Doge stuff doesn't scare you as someone who knows the way that these campaigns go?
If you're running against Elon Musk, you're running against the wrong person. That's why you're seeing Trump's approval ratings. Again, they're lower than they were a month ago by 5 points, but they're nowhere near Elon Musk.
He's the most famous special government employee that we've got, and I can just tell you right now. But Democrats will make him on the ballot, and you know how that works.
You can do it all you want. How to work for the Koch brothers.
I advise my Republican friends to, proceed with a little caution.
I do think that this is actually the dynamic that we're going to be seeing playing out, and I know that this is the conversation that they are having within the campaign committees. Do you think? I mean, Joel, I'll give the last word to you, Joel, since you're pro tagging with Musk. Is this the right way to go about an early litmus test in a place like Wisconsin?
Of course, I agree with Matt. In isolation, no, it can't just be about Elon Musk, but it does have to be tying Elon Musk to Donald Trump, to Mike Johnson, and to all these Republicans who aren't challenging them. And so I do think that you're seeing that work. I think you're going to see a lot of money flow into, that Wisconsin race, a lot of special elections. And I do think Democrats have an opportunity to really tie that around Republicans' neck long term.
They definitely think they do. One of you may end up being right on this. And we'll have you back because I love it when we duke it out. And frankly, these are the conversations that we have over lunch and over breakfast. So I'm glad that we could do it in full view of our viewers. Joel and Matt, as always, thank you both for ending the week with us.